Now to kick it away following the touchdown. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Paris Campbell with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Ravens continue to pull away here in this first half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half.
Justin Tucker.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee, as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Operating from the gun, Hauser. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Hauser dropping this underneath to Roundtree. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain down.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the return here is stopped at the the 35-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot?
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Hauser. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Anthony Averett picks it. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the 2nd half.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Justin Madubuike able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Now 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Osborne. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the 1st at about the 21. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. He's going deep for Brown. And got his man complete. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there just before halftime.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk.
And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. As the first half is winding down. And the Ravens would extend their lead here just before halftime. Tucker with the extra point. And a rout is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Thomas. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, Let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks. Yeah, that's something to consider. Are we in for more one-way traffic here in the second half? It has not been a competitive game to this point. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
Off the play fake. Hauser. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Hey, check Mike, 6.
Looking to throw. Hauser. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
And it brings us 3rd down.
31's the mic. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big 3rd quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
Watch out.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. He's going deep for Brown. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Jackson will throw again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Jackson. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Chris Rumph drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here.
They're on 15-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the...
And now here is another interception. Anthony Averett picks it. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Makes the score Ravens 49, Chargers nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. From the gun, Hauser. And that will be incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team...
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Now a give, right side. Franklin. Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Hauser. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
on first down.
Hauser. And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
Mike's 49. Mike's 49. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Second and 10.
Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo! 49, guys. Mike, 49. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
They'll look to throw again. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big game that time for the Chargers.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And not able to break away this time, as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Second and goal at the Ravens' 10-yard line.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal.
You better be ready.
Looking to throw. Hauser. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Odafe Oweh. And the Ravens are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild. And at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. The Charger drive about to get going.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 38. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They go play action now. Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Paris Campbell from 13 yards out. And the Ravens are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
Ravens 63, Chargers 2.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Thomas. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
They're on 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Back to throw. Hauser, and he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down. Hauser finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Looking to throw. Hauser. 1st down and more for Allen. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this one is going pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. He's going deep for Brown. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 37. It's a big play there for Baltimore. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. And time finally runs runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And this one will be brought back to the 22. So they took their shot. It was a pretty good heave, but in the end, the free safety is the one who comes away with the football.
And two of the traits that you look for in a good free safety, range and decision-making. Both on display right there. And it didn't hurt that he's got a good pair of hands, too.
A good start to the drive. That's caught out on the left side. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big play there on the catch and run. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Operating from the gun. Hauser. That's dropped underneath for Roundtree. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
Chargers 16. Chris Blewett set to kick off.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. Now room for Eckler. And some room to roam now. He's at the 30. 10. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play. So it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe.